Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make an igloo using charcoal. So first you're going to start out with an actual pencil and you're going to sketch your igloo before we go in with the charcoal. So first we're going to start with the doorway. Okay, and then you're going to pull a line out here. This is going to be your doorway because igloos have kind of like a long door entrance to keep this cold air out. So, and then we're gonna make this look more 3D. So here's our block arch. I might have to fix that. There we go. Here's our little archway. Now we're gonna work with this dome. Now, I might not get this perfect the first time, so I might have to try again. But that is okay, that's the whole point of learning, right? You're not gonna be perfect. So let me get this little entryway finished off, and then I'll go right on into the dome. All right, we're gonna go up. And then I'm going to start from this corner here and round it in. There we go. I'm going to make this a little bit more curved than just straight up. So I'm going to curve that over. There we go. That looks solid. Okay, so now we got our dome on the back. Now we're gonna go in and work with our charcoal. So, what you're gonna do is lightly outline. See how dark it is? That's okay, because this is vine charcoal, so it's gonna smear really, really well. So outline. Overshot my lines, my eraser stopped my hand from moving. Okay, now don't touch it yet because it will smear onto your hand. Now we're gonna do the lines in our igloo. So I always start from the top. So we're gonna go rounded. Go down another layer. Rounded. And just keep on going. Once you get to this door here, you're gonna skip over the rest. Keep going. Okay, now you're gonna take this charcoal and you're gonna make the ice block brick lines. When you go up to the second layer, you go in the middle. So you split between the first one. Go in the middle. I think I'm gonna leave that one alone. Go there, 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 there. And just keep on going. Now up here, since you kind of don't have a pattern anymore, you can just kind of imagine there's a line right here. So you're gonna put your block right there. And maybe one there. Okay, once you're done with that, you can go ahead and outline your doorway with it too. Okay, yay, we're gusto. Okay, so next, add your blocks in these doorways too. Make sure it's the same on both sides. Go. And then for these, we're just gonna make a line that goes like this. And there we go. I shouldn't have made these all diagonal. These need to be pretty much straight. There you go. Okay, so next, you're gonna make this more three-dimensional. So that means you're gonna go in, curve up, just like that. And you're gonna fill in this little door space, all with this charcoal. There you go. So, next, you're gonna take your finger, or you could take a cotton swab and brush it just a little bit. For those of you with bigger fingers, you're probably gonna want to use a cotton swab. There you go. And see how I messed up my little doorway? It's because I smeared. You can go right back in and fill it in. There you go. Okay. Now, so for all of these lines, to make this look more three-dimensional, you're gonna brush it inwards. And yes, your lines are going to get messed up. It's okay. You should have them more blended in anyway. That's what I'm doing. I'm squibbling straight up those lines. Blend it in. Okay. And see this outer layer? You're gonna go onto the back side and kind of smear it in. Because that's where the shadow is. The light source we're having is coming from this angle. Okay, and you're gonna do the same for right in this area because the sun isn't really hitting it. So you're gonna kind of fill in this area using your finger. Just like that. So now even for these blocks right here, you're gonna kind of smear them in. So now I got that too far gone. So I'm gonna take my kneaded eraser. It's this gummy kind of eraser. It doesn't ever dry out, which I'm kind of surprised about. And then you just lightly pick it up. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna smear along the outside so it doesn't look so obvious. Okay. So you're gonna clean off your finger. What I've been doing and kind of filling in just a little bit so it has a little bit of a gray tone to it. Because igloos just aren't that bright necessarily. So with a cleaner finger or a clean cotton swab, just kind of use whatever remnants you're getting on your finger to fill in your igloo. There we go. Now, oops, I missed some spots. Also do your doorway. Okay, so next you're going to use this, your kneaded charcoal. And kind of bring out some highlights on this side where the sun is hitting. So that means just shape this, shape it the way you want it to be, and kind of brush away some of that charcoal. You might really need to knead it. So all on the left side is where you're going to be taking away the charcoal. Okay. Now we need to also get in our shadows. So what you're going to do is you're going to add charcoal right on this side. And you're going to rub it. Like that. It should start fading out as you get farther out. Now, if you start to lose some of that darkness in the shadow, go ahead and just add more. Just keep moving in a swooping way. Okay. Look at you guys go. Okay. Next, we're going to add in some trees and some mountains. So in the back, you're going to add, this would be a mountain. It's kind of a wonky mountain. That's okay, it'll fill in. There's another mountain. There you go. So, what you're going to do is still on the left side is where you're going to have your shadows. So go ahead and fill in the right side because the left side is where the light is coming from. I probably messed that up just a minute ago. But make sure your shadow stays on the right side. And you're also going to rub that in. Feel free to take whatever charcoal's on your finger and kind of rub it in and giving your mountain a little extra dimension there. This is a messy job and it's a fun, messy game to play. What can you do with the charcoal left on your fingers? Kind of go over these lines on these mountains lightly with your finger to lighten them up a little bit, not make them so sharp and strong. Okay, there you go. So next we're going to start working on the trees. So what you're going to do is have a tree, and I'm going to have one next to it, and you're just going to flip your wrist. Can you see that? Getting a little wider as you go out. So start narrow and kind of just make strokes. And then you're also going to do the same thing. You're going to slightly brush it with your finger. Just lightly brushing it with your finger. And do the same thing with this side. You can also go back in with this fine charcoal and make a few extra marks and then just leave them go. Don't go through with your finger. There you go. So now this side. fine charcoal to go back in and add a few more lines. Add in more dimension. And now let's add some kind of like snow lines. Okay, and use your finger. Or Kleenexes work great too. Kind of wiping in lines. Wiping in those lines. There's a shadow for that tree, a shadow for that tree. Add some more depth to the picture. More snowbanks. And there you go. So you can also, I mean, if you want to add in some water, here's like the bank. There's your bank, and you can have little lines to show the water. That's fun. There you go. So, do the same, you rub it in. And there, you have yourself an igloo scene. How fun is that? Bye guys.